Hey guys, it's Hannah. I have some exciting news from Counter. So, everyone's fave, the Skin Twin Creamy Concealer is back. You will be able to purchase it on March 31st, so next Tuesday I think is the date. And launch happens at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I think. Don't quote me on that part, but it'll be available next week. The shades for these have changed a smidge along with the packaging. So I got some, these are all the same shade, by the way. And then I refreshed a foundation for my mom. So the foundation shades and the Dew Skin shades are the same as previously from what I can tell. The packaging is essentially the same. You have your gray top instead of the white color. I think that was the last one. But so my mom doesn't use the lightest shade. She uses the next one up, which is Fair 150. It's a smidge dark for me. And even the Fair 110, when it starts to oxidize, it's like a smidge not quite right for me, but it's not bad. As far as the concealers, I went to shade Fair 2 for myself, and one is for my mom, because Fair 1, which would be what I would have gotten last time, Fair 1 is now very fair with yellow undertones, and previously it was very fair with neutral undertones. I'm pretty confident. There were multiple very fair shades before. Now there's only the one very fair shade. So this one is Fair 2 is fair with neutral undertones. So this is what I bought for us because I do tend to have a more neutral undertone. This, I'm not sure if this is glass. It sounds like glass. Does it say? Is it recyclable? Sorry guys, I should have investigated this prior. Okay, that doesn't say anything. Paper box, yes, I know. It sounds like glass. We're gonna go with, this is obviously plastic. Let's look at the applicator. So it's a very similar to the previous applicator, basically the same. Initially, when the Skin Twin concealers were released way back in the day, there were some issues with the applicators where the doe foot would pop off the little applicator, but not for all of them. And at some point they were pulled from the market right when I was really getting into them, and then there were some adjustments made to the applicators, and then they were put back out there. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the delays in this product in particular being available when Dew Skin and the foundation were available earlier on. But here we have it. This should work for me. It might be a smidge darker than I like it to be, but I hope that because the undertone is still the same, that it'll be fine. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, this is a pretty good match for me. I would prefer that it be a smidge lighter, because like I said, these do tend to oxidize, or at least the old you know, bottles, which you got pretty close to the bottom, it would start to kind of oxidize and you could tell. So I don't know if this being glass, if that will help with that at all. It's also the same volume. I know it looks a lot smaller, but this is a much wider component, so it is the same volume. So there's that as well. I will actually keep this one out of the box because I'll add that one to my makeup and my vanity since I was touching it. I won't give that one to my mom, but I got 4 in total of the same shade, so I have some backups for myself. But all of that to say, once you go and you get excited and you want to grab your concealers, just double check the shade that you're picking. There's also like a shade matcher tool where you can put in another brand and your shade in that brand, and it should let you know which shade should be best for you. If you know more than one shade, I would like do that, because the first one that I put in was the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I used the shade 12N in that one, and I do like it. I wish it was not fragranced, but it is. Otherwise, I love that one. So I put in that shade 12N, which isn't the lightest, but it's down there. They have a ton of shades, and it told me to get like Fair 4 or something, and I was like, no. But I did want to make sure I got the neutral undertone because that tends to look best on me. So I didn't want to get the lighter shade just because it was lighter, because the undertone would probably not look quite right. So just pay attention to those undertones when you're choosing your shade, and try that shade matcher tool out. But like I said, I tried another concealer that I've previously used and I knew my shade of, and it told me Fair 2 in that one. So it says like add more for a better match, so I don't know if the combination of those two led me to that match or if just the second one being in play is why it said Fair 2 at that time. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't messed around with the tool very much, but that is there if you're not quite sure, because there's not nearly as many shades of counter concealer as there are with some other brands. It does look like the shade range has been adjusted, so before there were multiple very fair shades, and this is just fair. There's only the one very fair shade now, but it looks like some of the deeper tones, there are more options of those than there previously were. So I'm not quite sure how it as a whole balances out to how it used to be, but just double check your shade before you buy. Don't just grab the same thing that you previously had, because then you might not be getting what you think you're getting. The formula in itself is the same. The Skin Twin foundation and the Dew Skin are same formulas as well. So these are all our favorites, just in new packaging. This product just has those changes in the shade as well. But super excited that this is back. And I hope that more is coming soon. This was probably one of the things that I was most excited for upcoming, and that I had a hard time not talking about too far in advance, because I did want to make sure that I had some more product details before I shared as well. And I mean, me telling you, oh, the Skin Twin Creamy Concealer's relaunching this year, doesn't tell you anything. But now launch is upon us. I have my product in my hand from pre-sale, and I'm gonna switch back to using it. So yay! I'm excited for all of us and the counter community, and having our hands back on another one of our favorites. Let me know if there's something that hasn't launched yet that you're still really excited for, or really stressed about not having. Maybe we can find you a dupe or something in the meantime. I do know there are still some people selling on eBay. Some people are really price gauging for sure. If I have a product that you're looking for in my stash and it's unopened and unused and you're looking for it, it's in the comments, or you know, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, if I have it, I am more than willing to pass it along to you, sell it. You know, we can work out a deal there, because most of what I have I will certainly use myself. I've sold a few more things recently because I have already discussed that in another video why, but once Counter relaunched, I wanted to remove all of the Beauty Counter branded products from the site. Now that the Beauty Counter branded products are no longer available direct from Counter, plus some other things, I decided to sell a handful of things again on eBay, list them to my storefront, which I'm not super active on there at this point. Don't have a ton on there, but I have a few things just in general. If you want to check it out, I can get you a link. But anyways, all of that to say, if you are still looking for something, let me know. I'll do my best to get it for you. If I can't, we can figure something out. And I gotta go because baby cat is gonna tear up my furniture. Bye guys.